Hey, welcome back, Knights of Dragaria, to Unicorn Overlord. We're going to look at a particular team here that I built. I like this team a lot, and I use this team at different times. It's a bit of a mix. It's a bit of an interesting team because it's all mostly Bestial with a healer on a team. So let me know what you think down below. I think it's a very powerful team. Now, yes, it's not going to be really great against angels in particular because they're kind of weak to angels. But if it's at nighttime, then they come out and they do very well. So it really depends upon when you're going to play the field and all that. And I understand Bestial versus angels is always like, you know, dark versus light and everything like that. But just against any other team, let's just look at how this runs, and I'll show you the setup as far as how it plays out.
And as usual, stay triggered. Pew pew pew.
So let's go ahead and take a peek here. All right. Before we do that, make sure you are subscribed to check out more of this if you haven't already. But initiative down.
I'm here to help.
Fresh. Take off the anti-buffs. 6% chance to hit her. Very low. Killing pursuit. Basically, it's like I have Bestials as mercenaries, so it's kind of almost like mercenary versus mercenary with high evasion. Whoa! Almost took her down. That almost took her down. Ooh. Got a hit there? Nope. Totally missed the Bastard's Cross. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. 7% not gonna work. Killing pursuit.
Be at peace.
Oh, good. Okay, we're topped off here. Let's see how we can get this win. Whoa, with a crit? We got one more attack. That will finish the job.
I've worked up quite the appetite.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So yeah, 2 werefoxes, 2 werewolves, and a healer. So let me show you kind of how I have this built here. Let me know what you think of the setup and all that. So we'll start with Penelope, and we'll talk about the Vorpal Spear here. Max HP, initiative, it's pretty good. Royal Scarf, evasion plus 30. Since these are dodge artists, I want to keep their evasion really high. Now I gave her a lapis for extra skills, and there's also this other thing here called the Vengeful Colleague. Grants user 1 AP after being attacked. So actually just cranks up everything else, which is really nice because if I have the Venom Thrust already set up, then basically I get an extra AP point to do something else. So, you know, you can set this up in a few different ways here. Piercing Lance, Inflicts Guard Seal. That's actually kind of important. You do want to probably have that with Armored. You can try some of these other things here too. You can maybe take this off. I don't think there's really much else there. So, you know, you got Passive Hold, Piercing Lance. These things are actually really good to have, you know, to put Guard Seal on an enemy to make sure that they can't, you know, guard against anything. It's a really useful skill. Just believe me on that. Just trust me on that. If you're already playing the game, you already know. Vengeful Impetus, you know, activates after being attacked here, which gives you the extra AP point to do what you want. Nocturnal Evade obviously only works at nighttime, so you get an extra blue point, another PP point, to do Weakness Hunter and things like that. Shadow Pursuit. All very good skills. Just pretty much a dodge artist at this point, and a few useful skills to boot. Now, I gave Dinah, this other werefox, Helix Spear, guard rate plus 10%. So guard rate goes up really well. Guard Seal, passive seal immunity, evasion plus this mistletoe charm, really nice. Bear's Den. Now the Bear's Den is awesome. this is not an easy one to find, but basically activates at the start of the battle, grants 20% physical defense to all allies, grants 50% guard rate to bestial targets. So all the beasts and all the beasts get 50% guard rate, and all the allies, all of them there, get 20% physical defense. Really, really awesome to have that. And after that, I gave her a lucky coin, just because, you know, extra crit rate and extra evasion. So why not? First up, we got penetrate here with attack a column of enemies with piercing strike, physical defense down, venom thrust. You know, we got this one too here, and we got piercing lance, passive hold, nocturnal evade. You know, activates before being attacked at. We should probably be setting that at nighttime, which I thought I had that set, but somehow that must have came off. Bear's Den, right there. Weakness Hunter, Shadow Pursuit. So essentially, kind of the same deal going on with the Werefoxes. Is really nice. In the back row, we've got a couple werewolves here. I gave this guy Govel a runic sword, which you can do magic attack if you want. Although, you know, some other things are pretty good here. Gold Bagel for defense, magic attack up, just to, you know, have magic attack and, you know, in my attack as well. And a Silken Scarf for some evasion, just in case they do get through the back line. You can dodge some stuff. Wild Fang, I went from back row, front row. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try this out. Maybe I have to play with this to figure this out, to change it around, but let me know what you think about the Wild Fang. I'm still trying to put my thoughts together on that. Because, you know, yeah, I'm just kind of seeing about that. We only got the 2 PP points to work, and, you know, this one does a really, really good attack. We got Nocturnal Strike for nighttime and Killing Pursuit. You know, we could also do Bestial Howl, which is, you know, pretty nice, but the Killing Pursuit just seems to keep the game flowing a little bit more. I got Bestial Howl for him, which works really well. I don't know. I mean, I guess we could do it, but it's just the users in the row, and if they used 1 or 2 turns, then I'm not sure. I'm just not sure if... I don't think it stacks. So I'm not sure if it stacks. It doesn't necessarily say... It doesn't really say the Bestial Howl stack, so... I don't know. Let me know if we should put that in there or not. Either way, we move on to the other werewolf, Kingsblade Cornix. Now, this one's not as strong as some of the other swords, obviously, but all stats plus 5 is fantastic. So I kind of went with that. Gravekeeper Lantern, poison immunity, death blow immunity. This doesn't happen too much, but it's a pretty nice thing to have in there. Plus a Carnelian Pendant. Finishing Stab, Wild Fang, back row, you know, Decimate. Pretty good skills here. And Nocturnal, Killing Pursuit, Bestial Howl for the back row for them to do it. Now, if we had somebody else in here, like another Werebeast instead of a healer, I think it would be even better to do more howls. But it's just the 2 of them right there. But let me know what you think about that, because I'm always conflicted on that part. As far as unless it says that it stacks, I'm a little conflicted with that. Now, the Sacred Rod is pretty cool because heals yourself every time you use an active skill. So if she's not actually, you know, if she's hurt but she's trying to heal someone else, then she'll do this for someone else. We got heal 50%, sacral heal to, you know, restoring moderate HP to a row of allies. Removes all targets debuffs, which is pretty nice too. We got, you know, that going for us. Parting Resurrection is just a lifesaver. So activates at the end of the battle though. So at the end of the battle, if she has some PP points left, then she can do Parting Resurrection and save them. Now, if you want to turn off these other skills so that she'll just do Parting Resurrection just in case, there is the chance that you could try that, but I kind of feel like just keep healing them up is probably the better way to go instead of Parting Resurrection, because then at Parting Resurrection, you got an ally with 1 hit point going into the very next battle, and then they could die very easily. So, you know, I keep it at the top point just in case, we have the extra PP points, but I'd have to play with this a little bit more just to see how that works. And honestly, in every single battle is a little bit different all the time. So I just have it set like this. If you think there's a better way to do that, let me know. Otherwise, I just like it this way. We got Lifesaver, own hit point, you know, at 50%. Heal self for minor HP, which is pretty nice. Quick heal activates after an ally is hit, minor HP. That's why I got it set to 75% or less. That's why I have these set this way, so that, you know, you're not healing any random time. You're actually healing when you need to. Refresh, remove all debuffs from a row of allies. Now, you can set this to do whatever. You can also take this off in case you want to focus on Parting Resurrection. But you really never really know what kind of debuffs are going to put on you. Some could be very devastating. Some might not be that devastating. It depends on the battle you're going into. If it's just, I don't know. I want to say poison or burning, but they both do a lot of damage to you. If it's some kind of debuff that you're not really that worried about, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes blindness can be really bad, but if it's blindness and you're not worried about blindness because it's going to go away in one tick, then maybe take off refresh if you're going to go up against angels. That's just an idea. I'm not saying it's the best idea, but just an idea if you're, you know, wanting to make sure Parting Resurrection is there just in case you get knocked out. Because when you fight against angels too, they are pretty strong against the bestials in the daytime, and the bestials are strong against them in the nighttime. So I don't know if everybody remembers that, but that's kind of how they have the game set. So, you know, just be aware of that and just, you know, consider that. But tell me what you think about Bestial team. Do you think that I should go with a Were-Owl instead of a Bishop, which I considered doing, but, you know, I didn't quite get the Were-Owl up there as high as I wanted to, or maybe a Were-Bear in the front, or, you know, something a little bit different. But so far I feel this team is pretty good. I'd have to say I really like it a lot. There are some instances where, especially with Angels, that I don't feel it's as strong, but there's definitely teams that this, you know, this particular unit can take out, like what you saw. You know, a lot of quick follow-up teams like mercenary teams, dragon teams, this team can actually do some pretty good work against that sort of thing. So that's what I have for you today. That is my Bestial team for Unicorn Overlord. I can go over some other unit builds and some other things like that and talk about a few other things, but so far so good. I like it and I have a lot of fun with it. And so if you're going to play with this team in particular against angels, probably the best thing you can do is wait until nightfall. Well, I think you can wait till nightfall, or use that item. You can buy this one particular little rock at a shop, and this particular, I wish I could remember the name of it right now. It's it changes daylight to nighttime, and let's see if I can find it here. It's a particular rock, Dream Blossom. Yeah, you can get the Dream Blossom. You can buy this thing, and in the middle of the battle you could change it from day to night so that your nighttime units will do really well. Now I know you'll probably have some angels in here and they might not do as well, but if you have angels against angels in the nighttime fighting, I don't think it really matters as much, except for the fact is, you know, you don't have dineural effects working for you. But if you're trying to basically upgrade your Bestial team to be as good to compete with the angels, then maybe this is what you want to do if this is the kind of team you want to bring in here. So just think about that. But yeah, that is my Bestial team. I really do enjoy this. I'm going to go ahead and cover some of my other teams here in a minute or two, in a hot minute soon, and we'll go over that. If you haven't seen the other videos of my teams here, my Griffin team, my Mage team, my Archer team, my Brute Force team, check them out on my channel. You'll probably enjoy it. And after I do this, I think I'm going to go through a playthrough, and we're going to play it on a harder mode, and we're just going to have a lot of fun trying all kinds of things and seeing how we can get through it with just different composed type of teams. I might even bring in some of the same type of teams that I've already built here, just because some of them are just extremely reliable in different types of situations. So, all right, friends, thanks so much for watching. Stay triggered, and I'll see you in the next video.